Today we will be reviewing an exclusive remake for the 3DS. My name is Eric, and you are watching 3-Minute Reviews. StarFox 64 3D is a visually remastered version of the Nintendo 64 classic. This was actually at a time when remastered games didn't have a genre of their own. That being said, as far as these types of games go, this is one of the biggest graphical overhauls ever. When you compare this to the original, it almost looks like a completely different game. I really mean that too. The graphics look stunning, and the best thing about them is not the ships or the explosions, although they do look great, it's the stages. Every time I play a level, I'm always excited to see what new stage I'll be playing through. There is such a great variety that you will never get bored with the actual visuals. The water and rain stages are my personal favourite in the game, especially when the 3D is enabled, but we'll get more onto that later. So the visuals are great, but what about the sound effects? Well, in short, they blend perfectly with the graphics and I really have no complaints. The voice acting on the other hand is completely cheesy, which will retain a certain charm to those that have played the N64 version back in the day, but for first time players like myself, you'll either think it's complete garbage or you will just appreciate its cheese. I personally find its corniness charming, but there are definitely moments where it irritates me. In terms of controls, I think they have been very well implemented, but I would have liked more customization, as constantly barrel rolling with the 3DS's shoulder buttons does become a bit tiring for your fingers if you're playing on a 3DS XL. The game does also have a gyro control feature, which I highly recommend against using. The circle pad is what you will want to use to control your ship, and it is fantastic. It's so accurate, so seamless, and controls like a dream. So, what didn't I like about this game? The first thing that comes to mind is your teammates. They are some of the dumbest and most useless you can ever have in a video game. They're supposed to be experts in battle, but throughout the entire game they constantly demand your help. They can't do anything for themselves, and on top of that, you also have to listen to Slippy.
Ah! Fire a homing torpedo!
For me, his annoying voice rivals that of Jar Jar. Oh yeah, I freaking went there. Another problem I had was that sometimes during the game, the camera would zoom in too close to your ship, and aside from feeling cramped, it's much harder for you to fight without getting hit. Also, the music in the game really wasn't all that. It had some decent tracks, but none of it was memorable. Going back to the positives, the bosses were really fun, and delivering the final blow never gets old. StarFox 64 3D is also one of the best games on the 3DS that properly utilized the 3D. It wasn't straining for the eyes, and it made locking onto your target so much easier, and the whole time your ship looks like it's sticking out of the screen. In terms of replay value, this game has plenty. You can replay any level you want to increase your high score. Depending how you play, you can choose different paths and unlock additional stages, and there's even a basic multiplayer mode where you and your friends can try to destroy each other's ships. In conclusion, this is another good game to come to the 3DS. It's not without its flaws, but it definitely has more good than bad, and that's why I'm going to give StarFox 64 3D a 7 out of 10. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and towards the end of the video, click that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with future episodes. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next time guys, have a great rest of the day.